Hi there, how are you doing? And welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you haven't seen me before, my name is Emily Mbai. I am a radio/TV host, a digital content creator, a voiceover artist, and an MC. I am so glad to have you on board and welcome to my world. Before we jump right in, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel, turn on those notifications, therefore you don't miss out anytime we post a new video, and also leave your comments in the section below. And I have to mention, you guys, I'm just from town because my stupid ass, I was like, I woke up, it's a Monday. I got shit to do. I was like, I'm gonna go get some things done. And I was supposed to go to the bank. So I take my bag to town and I get there, I do a few things, and by the time I'm getting to going to the bank, which is around like 2 p.m. ish, I go there and the bank is closed. And I'm like, why the fuck is the bank closed? It's 2 in the fucking p.m. So I'm thinking to myself, then I call a friend of mine and he's like, it's Eid, you idiot. It's Eid. Why I forgot or why it just didn't dawn on me, I don't know. So I had to come back home, but eventually did get some things done, just a few things. So I'm gonna have to go back tomorrow. But anywho, no problem. Let's just move on. Also, I think if you've seen my previous video, there was somebody who's doing welding right outside my house. So I hope he's done or he's not gonna come back by the time we finish with this video. So this video, from the title, as you can see, it's just things that you need to know about moving out. Moving out is one of those things that you've dreamt about your whole life. You're like, you cannot wait to get your own house, have your own freedom and stuff. Then it eventually happens and it's like sex. Then you're like, oh, this is it? What the fuck? Except the responsibilities that come with it. But otherwise, so I just thought, because I moved out, I just wanted to share my experience and just talk about a few things that I think are important if you are looking at moving out. So first up, I have them on my book right here because you guys, you know me and forgetting. So let's first, I hope this is not going to be a long one. So if I'm talking too fast, it's because I don't want the video to be long, so let's see. So let's start. First of all, if you're looking to move out, of course, the first thing you have to do is find a place. Now, finding a place, this is the most important thing I can say about it. You need, if you can afford it, please find an agent. Let them find a house for you, then you can come and look. Let them get options, then you can come and look. But if you want to do it yourself, it's going to be a little bit difficult. I don't know why it was difficult for me. I almost got conned twice, but I didn't get conned, but I almost got conned twice. First was one of these websites. I won't mention the names, like Biashara, for no particular reason. But so there's this website and I see this house. It's a nice house. It's within my budget. Then the day I go to look at the house, kumbe, it's not that house. It's another house down there. Like, it's a flat. There are flats, like there are long ones, and then there are small ones. So they took a picture. I don't know how they took the picture. So the picture showed like you're going to this bigger house. Kumbe, it's the tiny houses, my friend. The second time I got this house, I called and it was just the normal story. A lot of people want this house, you've got to get it booked, blah blah blah. So this is what I'm gonna say. Find the area that you want, find a good agent, or if you have friends who are agents, tell them to help you find somebody who operates from those sides. Then let them get you a few options that you can look at. It will be easier. But if you cannot afford it, please be very, very, very careful. That brings us to number 2, money. I will say this: before you move out, make sure that you are sorted, because you're gonna get to that house, you're gonna eat for 2 weeks, and then you're gonna realize, I have run out of this, I have run out of this. And especially if you used to live at home like me, you don't have to really like buy foodstuffs and shit. So money, you have to make sure you're very, very well budgeted. Also, talking about money, once you get into your own house, it's only been a month right now, so I'm really now just trying to get hold of, the budget, and this is what I spend, this is how long my gas goes for, but before, this is how much my electricity costs. Before you figure that out, please be very prepared. And then in the first month, please keep all records. Like I have a box of receipts, it's up here. I'm just feeling lazy kuamka niwaonyeshe. But I have a box of receipts, like of everything that I buy, whether it's foodstuffs, whether it's toiletries and blah blah blah. So I'm just arranging everything so that I know what is my budget for the month, so therefore I can be able to budget very well. So that is money, that is budgeting, that is you finding a house. Then also on money, get your priorities right, especially if you are living at home and now you're living by yourself and everything is now on you. Please get your priorities right. There are some things that you used to buy at home, like I used sometimes to eat fast food, and just I'm feeling lazy, I just order in. Yo, that that is a no. I'm not saying you cannot order in, I'm just saying it's not a priority. It's not a priority because I'm focused on other things. Hey, the other thing, I don't know, which one do we go to? Let's go to schedules, because it's going with money. Yo, if you used to live somewhere where you have to align your schedule with everybody else's, like if people wake up at this time, you gotta wake up at this time, or there is some sort of order how people operate. This time is lunchtime, blah blah blah. Now when you're living by yourself, there's nothing like that, and it's very easy to lose track. It's very easy to just be lazy and not do anything. This is what I will suggest: have yourself a schedule. I do not have one, I must confess. I have been procrastinating. I am the queen of that, procrastinating. Where watch tu, I have been okay, nitatengeneza kesho, but I really really need to get on it. So please do have a schedule, so that it just helps to put some structure on your day, and it helps you to be more productive. Another thing, I want to talk about emotions, like the last thing. So let's talk about house chores. First of all, I'm lazy, I have to confess that. Let's just get that out of the way. I am a lazy ass. House chores are not really my thing, honestly. They are not really my thing, and they're not satisfying. That is what I've just come to realize. Like how you wake up and you're very psyched, umosha vyombo, umosha nyumba, like I clean everything, walls, everything is just clean, and then in like 2-3 hours I've got to make myself some food. I've got to live normally, and then the moment I start living normally, everything is a mess. Everything is all over, everywhere, and then it's not satisfying anymore. I was like, I accomplished something like 6 hours ago, and now I don't feel so accomplished anymore. So it's not that easy. The problem with house chores is not doing them. The problem is doing them consistently. And if you lived somewhere where you didn't have to do house chores, we're weeping together. It's a challenge for me. So I'm just like, I'm very careful. If I have to make a meal, I'm only going to use like specific pans, specific plates. I've been in a situation where like I've used all of my plates and I'm just using them and not cleaning, and then I want to make some food and I really don't got no plates. So I'm being careful right now. So with time, you just get into it, and then you know how to use like minimal utensils, just very minimal in your own house, but very, very minimal if you're lazy and you don't want to do a lot of cleaning. So house chores, those ones have not been fun for me. Another one, on house chores too, laundry. What you can do, if you're like me, just get somebody. There are laundry services. There's one very close to where I live, so I just took the number and called them. they charge per kg, so you can, make your own choice. You could decide to go with a laundry service, or you could just decide to go with mama wa kufua, whatever it is, if that is a choice that you want to make. Now, the second last thing, I don't want this video to be so long. So the second last thing is that living alone can take an emotional toll on you, especially if you're somebody who was living at home with family. I have seen people move out and then go back home because it feels lonely, it feels weird. You go, you're taken over there, and then everybody leaves and it's just you, and you're like, oh, okay. Now, for me, the reason I want to talk about it is because I have seen people go through it, but for me, that is not something I am experiencing. If you know me, you know I am a loner. I enjoy spending time by myself. I'm an only child. I grew up by myself, so I really, really learned how to enjoy my own company. So for me, being alone is not a problem. I love being alone. I want to be alone. I want to be left alone for as long as possible, humanly possible. So that is not a problem for me. But if you've been living with your family for years and years and years, of course you will feel like something is missing. You don't get to see your brothers and your little sisters and blah blah blah. So it can take an emotional toll on you. So please be careful before you decide. Make sure that you're in a good mental space to make that change in your life. So just be prepared, physically, emotionally, financially. Be very, very prepared. And I think that's it, honestly. The last thing I wanted to talk about is that you'll never be ready to move out, man. You will never ever be ready to move out. I wasn't ready to move out. You will never ever be ready. It just happens, and when it happens, embrace it. It's change. It's not easy, it's hard, but embrace it. If you find that you've been put in a situation where you're not ready to move out, but things look like, maybe I can just move out. If you feel like you're okay, you're financially okay, you're emotionally okay, and physically okay, you don't need nobody to be taking care of you, you're fine. Just move out. Just don't wait for too long, because the right time will never come. Not just for moving out, but for anything. The right time never comes, and when you wait, you're just gonna keep on waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. There's no point. So if you're there and you're just looking for that final push, this is it. Just move out. And that's it. I think those are the tips I wanted to share. This video is like 12 minutes long. That's not too bad. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate. If you're moving out or if you've moved out, please share your experiences with me and with us. We'd love to know. And I hope this was helpful to you if you want to move out, or if you're planning to, or even if you're not, but you just want to know what it will be like when you want to do it. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel, give this video a big thumbs up, leave your comment in the section below, and also don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Emily_by. And with that, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.